Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Zeus213 and welcome to episode 5 of All the Mods 3 Expert. In between this episode and last episode, I did a little bit of organising and moved some chests, so you can see I've got a bit more space now. I can get to this stuff a lot easier. I've thrown all our ores and stuff in here to be processed, and I've emptied this guy so we start making some more creosote. I've not done too much else, as I wanted to just get this video recorded and get it out to you guys. However, I will still do a bit more mining and stuff between this episode and next episode, as I should have some time then to do that. But why don't we start taking a look at what we're going to do in today's episode. Now, this guy did finish doing whatever it needed to do. So if we open it up, we can see we've got these ash blocks, so we can dig these up nice and quick. So we get charcoal from that. And we also get this ash material. Oh, Enderman. So with this ash stuff, what we can do is we can make ash brick. And ash brick will let us cover this guy in a material better than dirt, and we will get a better yield of charcoal. Let's see, so we put 9 in there, so we got approximately 15, I want to say. Kind of glitched out. Yeah, I think about 15 seems to be the right number. 7, 14, 16. 16 per stack of logs. Each block of log you put in there, which isn't too bad, and a little bit of ash. So that's a pretty good way of getting charcoal. Now, charcoal we can use. I wonder if we can use charcoal in here. No, that's fine. Charcoal's got a fair few uses though. You need it for different kinds of recipes, and it's just a good fuel source as well. So we'll definitely start utilising that at some point. For now, it's just going to go in this chest here. I've just got a chest here with like our random modded stuff, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Let's just fill this gap in. Whoops, there we go. Right, today's episode, we're going to do a bit more industrial craft. So let's look at the quest book. I want to try and get at least these 2 quests done, and then I want to look at possibly some power generation as well, as using the generator is kind of getting on nerves. In fact, that's what we're going to use this charcoal for, is powering our generator. Because this macerator needs power to run. This guy's empty. Right, so for the first quest, we are going to need... Well, in fact, before I do the first quest, I want to make an electric furnace, because I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Give us some more power generation options. Well, not generation options, but power usage options. So why don't we do that? Now, to make a furnace, we're going to need 2 iron furnaces, which is just some iron and furnaces. Blast brick. We can do that. I think we've got bronze. Should have a bronze. Got a couple of porcelain brick. Perfect. And then it just needed some regular brick, I believe. Yeah, so why don't we get that going? What can we do with this? Can we macerate this? No? Okay. Let's throw some clay in the furnaces then. So I was smelting up some iron that we've already processed, so we can get started today. Move the bed as well, just because it was in the way. Perfect. So why don't we get this guy crafted? So first of all, we're going to grab 2 furnaces. And we're going to turn those into electric furnaces. Iron furnaces, that's the one. That's those. Then we need a couple of electronic circuits. So we're going to need 2 iron plates, some redstone, and some copper cables. Let's grab some redstone, get some more iron. We are out of copper by the looks of it. But good thing I've got copper being processed. We can throw that in a furnace. Right. Why don't we make that blast brick? This episode's going to be pretty craft heavy, so do apologise for that, but it's got to be done. This pack is pretty crafty. Let's get our wire cutters. That will make our ores more efficient. Now, you can't throw the crushed ores directly into the smeltery. You have to smelt them up first, or just use ore. But obviously, we want to double Oz, so we're going to throw in the copper ingots. Once that's done, we can cast those into plates, which I've got set up here. I was casting Invar plates as well for the machine blocks we're going to need. Should probably get another cast for plates at some point. But that's fine. We can make do with just the one for now. Perfect, there we go. So why don't we come over here and cut these up now. Looks like I missed a plate, but that will get us what we need to start with. We've got a few there, and then we can grab our rubber as well. Remember, it is more efficient to use the plate recipe than it is to use the non-plate recipe. Cool. So we're going to need this one as well. There we go. Probably going to need a few more copper plates as well, so I'll throw some copper in the smeltery to get us prepared for that. Let's see, let's go with 4, 8. We're going to need a fair amount of copper cables at some point, though. That's no big deal. Right, we need some iron plates as well, of course. Do I have any iron plates? I think I might have used all of my iron plates. Yeah, I've used all my iron plates. So let's throw some iron in the smeltery as well. There we go, that's the iron plates, perfect. That's 1. And that's 2. Get a few more going. There we go. I'll grab some of those just so we've got them spare. Cool. Right, now we need to make the electronic circuits. We should have everything now for those. Perfect. And that is everything for the electric furnace. Now we're going to need some more copper cable for running out the back of this guy. I will be rotating the bat box as well so that it's not just facing into the macerator. So remember, the spot is the power out, and then we can go, I think it's up to 5 blocks with the basic copper cable before you start losing power. So I'll just put those out preemptively, and then I'll put our electric furnace in place there. Now I did make some iron furnaces as well, you may see. Iron furnaces, iron chests. These are the same recipe as always, just a chest surrounded by iron, and then you've got the upgrades as well. But that should allow us to, if we get some copper now, throw that on there, and it's going to do its thing. Now, that is going to use more power to run, so this guy will drain faster, but that's not an issue. As you see, that's going down a bit faster than it was before. But we can just keep it fueled up, and there's no problems there. Next up, we want to make ourselves the compressor for this quest. So why don't we do that? So a compressor is going to require some chiseled stone, or just any stone I think actually, a machine block and an electronic circuit. So why don't we do that? So we're going to need some Invar plates. We've got those, so that's fine. We're going to need some of that clear glass that we had. What have I done with that? There we go. So that should be everything for a machine block. Why don't we get one of those? In fact, you should probably get 2 of them really. It looks like I'm low on refined iron though. Good thing I've been smelting more up. We've got everything for an electronic circuit, so we'll just grab the 1 for now. And we need 6 stone. When we get some cobblestone. And we will use our new electric furnace. Alright, there we go. That's our copper smelted. There we go. That's the cobblestone smelting into stone, so we'll come back in a second to see that. But in the meantime, we'll take a look at what else we might need to craft. We've got everything for that, but the next quest required us to make a extractor. Now, extractor is going to let us get more rubber per resin. So that's just going to be another machine block, an electronic circuit, and 4 tree taps. I think we've got everything to do that. Just need some more refined iron that I've got in the works over here. We're going to take this charcoal, coal coke, and we get our refined iron. Perfect. 4 is the exact number we need. So why don't we make another machine block? And we're going to just need some tree taps. Now I've got 1 there, and looks like I've got just enough wood to make the tree taps required. Why don't we go ahead and do that? I won't craft that just yet. I'm not sure it will detect it, but we should be able to craft our compressor now. So why don't we do that? There we go. That's the compressor made. So we should see that quest complete now. Yep. And we just need to make the extractor now. So why don't we craft that up? Perfect. I'm liking it. So we're going to put our compressor and our extractor down there. Now this guy's probably going to need some more charcoal in a second. So why don't we give it a little bit. Now if I get our sticky resin here, so before when we smelted rubber, it was a 1-to-1 ratio. However, why did they've not changed anything? This should be a 1-to-3 ratio. If we take a look here, yep, 1-to-3. So obviously it uses a bit of power, but that will give us much more sticky resin, so we won't need to farm as much. I like it. Some pretty good progress, I think, so far. Okay, now to finish off this episode, I think what we're going to do is work on a solar panel. Or 8 solar panels to be in fact, so that we can then make a low voltage solar panel. Now these are pretty simple to make. They're just a generator, some electronic circuits, some glass, and some pulverized coal. Glass isn't going to be too difficult to get. We just need to find some sand and throw that in a furnace. So why don't we do that? We'll use these ones as we're using the other ones. I'll come back with some more fuel flow in just a second. And then what we're going to do is get ourselves the circuits and whatnot that we need. I've been processing a bunch of iron. I went mining to get a bit more, in fact. So why don't we go ahead and, in fact, we are going to need copper cables. I think we've got enough. I did make some plates, didn't I? I'm sure I made some plates. Perhaps not. But that's fine, we can make more. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff processing now. We see we've got iron here. Now this guy is slowly emptying out, but that's fine. All well and good there. What else are we going to need whilst we wait? Let's go and take a look at the generators. So the generators are going to require a bunch of tin. So when we get some tin going. In fact, I'm not even sure we're going to have enough refined iron for this. Why don't we take a look? Yeah, refined iron might be an issue. So we may have to split this across a couple of episodes, or I'll AFK and get this done, because I think I want to get this done for the end of this episode. Yeah. But we need to empty this guy again. Now this is a pretty slow task. I just kind of manually do this. I've not really found a better way of doing it yet. And that's the tank's full, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with this. I've not really found many other tanks that we can use. Let's take a quick look. Blood tank, no. Ender tank, pressurized fluid tanks, yeah, that all requires stuff we can't quite acquire yet. So we're at a bit of an impasse. Can't even make a reservoir, can we? Glass. Fused quartz, yeah, I don't think we can make fused quartz yet. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Unless we make one of these, I guess. Copper, tin. We can't make redstone crystals. So we're just stuck kind of doing this for now. Oh well, it works, I guess. Guess we could also break the thing and maybe drain it that way, but who knows. Now I know we're going to need iron plates as well. I've got a few. We're going to need some more though. Let's get these copper ones first. Really should make a second plate cast, but I'm kind of lazy. In fact, I don't think that's going to be enough copper for what we need. So why don't we get some more? Well, that's the glass at least. You can stop for now. Yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to be here for a bit, crafting up some stuff, and I'll come back once we've got the resources we need. Okay, so I've made a decent start on getting the ingredients together that we need for this solar panel. So why don't we start by crafting up our electronic circuits. We need 16 of these guys. Oh, that's right, I need to make the copper cables. So why don't we make those? So we need 15. In fact, I think we're going to need more copper plates, but that's fine. We can make a start with this. So that will get us how many? 9? Okay, that's a good start. And then we are missing just the generators. So we're going to need some RE batteries. We need some more tin. Let's see, I've got tin somewhere. Oh, I've got loads on me. So the shortage was actually the copper wire. So why don't we throw some more copper in the smeltery. So that was 12? Yeah, 12. Now I'm going to throw probably another 12 in there. That should be enough for everything we need. There's only one battery, but we should now be able to at least make one generator. Although saying that, we're going to need iron furnaces. So I'm just going to use this recipe. It's more iron, but I can't really be bothered to make all the seared stone required. That's our first generator, and that should be everything for our first solar panel. Now these guys generate power during the day, and they will fill up a bat box. So that is why I'm doing this, so that we can generate power without the need for fuel. However, it's not much power, so it's going to be sort of a supplement rather than a full solution for now, until we get enough solar panels. Right, we were waiting on copper. Let's get that. I did make another plate cast, so we can do 2 of these at once. Cool. Right, that's probably going to do just to get us started. So why don't we go ahead and do that. We do need some more rubber as well by the looks of it. So I have been gathering that. But what we can do as well is with these rubber logs that we've got here, we can throw those in an extractor and it will also give you rubber, but it'll only give you 1 per log. So it's not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. Oops. Right. Let's go over here and craft ourselves more generators. So we just need a few more batteries. We're going to craft all those because we will need them. There we go. So that should be a few more solar panels. So we're about halfway there. Now we also need a low voltage transformer, which is going to require some wood, and we can do that now when I get that ready. Just a single piece of wood should be enough, as it was 4. Okay, I can't click today. This is great. There we go. So what are we missing now? We're missing more circuit and more generators. Cool. Now I do need to get a bit more refined iron going, as we are running out. It looks like this guy's out of coal, actually. So why don't I fuel that guy up with some more? Let's see. We've only got 29 coal left. That's slightly concerning. We'll have to go mining for some more, but for now that can all go in there. There is a load in the cave that I've been mining in, so I'm not too worried. That guy's wasting fuel. So we need to start using more power quickly. There we go. Less of a waste that way. Obviously we are still producing more power than we're using, so it's not great, but it's getting the job done. Cool, looks like most of our ores are processed now. Let's come over and get the rest of these copper plates casted out. Yep, that's still running. That's still running good. How many have we got left? Quite a few. Okay, there's a few more circuits. That should be enough to make 2 more solar panels. Once we get the generators, which we're just going to need a few more iron furnaces. 4 more should do it. See, we do need a lot of iron for these, as they are very resource intensive. That's 2. Looks like we were short on refined iron. So we craft another 2, and then I will be back once we've got enough resources for the last 2. Shouldn't be long now. In case you guys be wondering what I've been doing with all this excess creosote, you can actually burn it in a generator and it'll give you EU. It's not the most efficient use for it, but I've got a bit stockpiled here and I'm sure we can easily get a lot more than we've currently got. Okay, you were running. So that's one solution to our creosote problem. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and crafted a second back box here, guys, as I think it'll be good so that we can get more power stockpiled when we're not using everything. Now, the only problem is I need this spot facing downwards. So what you can do is, if I shift click on a face, it will put the dot on the opposite side of the block. So I'll just show you that. So the dot's here. Now if I shift click, it's over here. So if I shift click on the top, it will face down. So that will feed this back box into this back box, and then that will go out into all of our power users. There we go. We are almost at the required amount of refined iron. We've got 3 and another one's nearly done. So we will be back very shortly. Okay guys, here we go. I think we've got everything we need now. So we should be able to make our last 2 generators. There we go. Then the 4 circuits we need. And finally the last 2 solar panels. That's 1. Looks like we were just short on a piece of glass. No problem, we can quickly resolve that. If I open the right chest. Let's come over to our electric furnace. As it is quicker than a regular furnace. I think it's about 25% faster, I want to say. Though I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's craft the last solar panel. And there we go, that's our low voltage solar panel. So why don't we throw this guy down here? So as we can see, we're slowly losing power right now. But if we put that guy on top, we're still losing power. Oh no, we're slightly gaining power, so that's perfect. So 1 low voltage solar panel is enough to keep a single macerator running. Why don't we throw in some stuff in our electric furnace and see what happens then. Looks like we are still gaining power at a very slow rate. We also don't have the extractor running, so why don't we get that running and see just how much we can do in a single time. Or at once, should I say. So I imagine that's going to start slowly losing power. Or it looks like we're actually breaking even as nothing's really changing. So that's cool. We can keep all of our machines running right now without having to worry about it. Now, we can speed these guys up. We can get overclocker upgrades. We take a look. Now, these are pretty simple to make. We just need some coolant cells and some electronic circuits and copper cables. And what they do is they speed up the machine but use a lot more power. So we could quickly craft one of those, I guess. Have we got time? I'm sure we've got time. Why don't we do that real quick? So we need some tin, which I've got on me. We need some coolant cells. 10k coolant cell, there we go. I need the bucket back. I'm going to craft just 3 of these. And then we need a circuit and some cable, which we've got. Cool. Now, it's not exactly the easiest recipe because you've got to use non-stackable items, but it gets the job done. Let's cut all that up. There we go. We need 1 iron plate, and that should be everything we need. There we go. And overclock upgrade. So if we come over to this guy, now it's moving a tick every sort of 1 or 2 seconds. But if we throw this guy in, we should see it speed up a little bit. Let's see. Let's wait for the ticks. Yeah, you can see that's moving a little bit faster. However, power draw is definitely higher. Now, one of them is not going to do too much for power draw, but when you've got 2 or 3 running, or even more in there even, we will see that power is going to start draining. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. We can see it's slowly draining now, so we are at a net loss. But that's a problem for another time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe as it greatly helps the channel. If you want to share this video with your friends, please feel free to go ahead. Any tips and suggestions, leave down in the comments, or if you've just got a general question you might have, also leave down there. I will be back shortly with a new video, and I hope to see you guys then. Take it easy.